Hey guys, it's Jodie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my experience moving out of home. Not only did I move out from my family, I've also completely moved state alone. A few days ago I found a tweet that was very relevant. Your financial stability is actually like zero because you've got a lot to worry about and everything kind of like falls on you now. But your mental state is like booming. Like you have so much freedom all of a sudden. It does take a little bit getting used to and adjusting to, but I've wrote some notes to share with you everything you need to know before you move out of home. Congratulations on taking this big step in life. The first thing and the most important thing, like I can't stress enough, you have to be prepared. You have to plan everything ahead of time. Work out what your budget is, what you can afford in terms of weekly rent, how that compares to like your salary, include into that your bills and all the other financial burden, quote unquote, that comes with living on your own. So you got to work out all of that in your plan, find your place, and also make sure you do all your inspections of the property before you go and sign your lease. And with that point, you also have to do a lot of research before you decide on a place. For example, if you want to live in this particular apartment, you have to find out what internet provider can provide there. Do you have NBN or do you need like some other open networks? So that's what I have to end up using because NBN hasn't come here yet. With the different providers, what the costs are associated, any installation fee, any connection fee. So kind of like that route with your internet, gas, electricity and water. So just find out from the agent what utilities have to be connected with your name. Sometimes it might be included or you have to do it all under your name. You might find a lot of the places water is actually like included. So make sure you can get all those connected on the day that you arrive, because the worst thing would be you rock up to your new apartment, you have no internet, you don't have water, you don't have gas, you can't cook, you don't have electricity, you can't turn on the lights. So that's just going to be a disaster. So before you even find a place to stay, make sure you know what the costs are and what companies that you want to go with for your utility bills. My second tip is inspect lots and lots of properties. Don't expect the agents to be on time or good at their jobs, even though they really should be, right? Some of them are really on top of it and they respond immediately. Those ones are really good, but there could be agents that take like a week. I had one where the agent literally responded with one text like, call me tomorrow. So I called them the next day, and for the next 5 days, no response, literally like disappeared. And then 1 week later they call me back. I'm like, oh sorry, had my phone on airplane mode for the past 1 hour. I'm like, what about the past 5 days that you disappeared? So yeah, just make sure you inspect lots of properties. They might not get back to you, so have a backup, and also really like have a good idea of where you're staying, like the floor plans. You have parking spaces, you have storage, is there reception, any pools or shared spaces like gym, barbecue, sauna, places that are communal. Like kind of have a really good idea of your location. And leading on from that, you can always use Google Maps or any other navigation. They're like your best friend because you can really use Street View to locate and know the area that you're staying in, and kind of know where your closest like shopping center is, where your pharmacy, doctors, where your public transport. Like that is really important. If you're not going to be driving around, you know where your transport is, whether you are going there for school, for uni, for work, you know how to access those kind of transport and what kind of time frame. So once you've considered all of that, find a place that is within your budget, because you don't want to be financially stressed. At the same time, don't go too cheap. Like don't go like the bare minimum. If you can, like kind of provide yourself with some form of comfort, because you're going to be spending a lot of time in this place. Like every single day after work or after uni, you're going to come to this place because it's your home. You don't want to be in a place where the bathroom is leaky and it's like moldy and you just don't feel happy being at that place, especially if you're going to be alone. So I will suggest something within your budget, some place that makes you smile every time you go and that you're comfortable staying in. Tip number 3, I will suggest finding a place with lots of windows. Personally, I think windows and light makes the place so much happier and more lively and open. The worst thing is going in a place with just one window and your bathroom and your room is all kind of like in a jail cell. You don't want it to be like claustrophobic and dark in your room that you always have to turn the lights on, because not only does that increase your electricity bills, but it also doesn't give you that happy, vibrant feel. So if there's one thing that I learned from all my inspections and searching for a suitable place, is to find somewhere with lots of windows, lots of natural light. It just makes you feel so much happier being in the place. So I had to change the angle a bit because the sun was like hitting my face in weird spots. My next tip really goes for those people who find a place that is unfurnished. So what that means is you go into an apartment or a unit or a house that doesn't have any furniture or appliances. If that's the case, you really have to plan ahead, which was like my first point. Make sure you can get your appliances or like at least bedding on the first day. So if you're planning to move in like a month or 2 weeks time, make sure you call the shops, get delivery, make sure you can get it on that day. Don't be like me. I had to sleep on the floor on a yoga mat and it was not pretty, but I guess like I couldn't get it on that day, and that's probably why I want to stress to you, if you can, try and get the essentials. A mattress. You don't even need your bed frame yet. Like just all you need is like a mattress, just so you can sleep at night, and also like a fridge to put your food in. If you've got inbuilt microwaves, that's even better. So yeah, kind of like plan all of that, how you're going to get your furniture delivered. Are you going to be home to collect those deliveries and kind of like furnish your home? Because the worst thing is going into your new place and there's nowhere for you to sit, nowhere for you to sleep, can't put any food anywhere, or you can, I guess, order takeaway. But yeah, that's the worst thing. Empty house with just walls and it's just cold and not welcoming. So those were like my main tips that are like super important. But I also want to let you guys know that you can always reach out to your family and friends, especially if you move out of home for the first time. I'm sure a lot of them will be happy to help you with any little thing, whether it's to build some furniture, to have a chat. You might feel a little bit lonely, and it's especially more relevant if you move to a new city like I have. Like I've never been in this city at all. Some of my friends that I didn't even know were in Canberra like reached out, and they're like so helpful, like letting you know where the best food is, what to look out for, where is a good place to stay, like kind of give you an overview to show you around the place, because it's really important, especially if you're going somewhere foreign, to be in touch with your friends and family and just know that there is a lot of good people out there. My second last point is bring speakers. I found it to be like my best friend, because obviously I moved out by myself and I have to quarantine for 14 days just for government purposes. So like I've had to build all the furniture by myself, even though it was like 2 people's job. I was like carrying the whole TV cabinet, building chairs and tables, everything by myself. And it was just really good to have the speakers to play some music and kind of put you in a different headspace, more motivated, like you're more focused in doing certain things. So I found that having a speaker was super useful. And my very last tip is to look after yourself, because your health, your mental state is the most important. I know financially you're going to have an extra responsibility there. At the end of the day, it's your body and it's your responsibility to look after it. So that's it for my tips and tricks of moving out of home. To me, it feels like I've finally like grown up and I'm entering my career. So it feels a lot is going on at one time, but if you really take the time to sit down and appreciate the finer things in life, it's actually not that bad of a process, and I guess everyone has to go through at some point. So I hope you use some of the tips that I gave you today. If you've got any questions whatsoever, please leave them in the comment section below and I will get back to you. Happy moving! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe down below, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Peace.